Coachella this weekend, and I thought this guy was kind of hitting on me, but then he just robbed me. So yeah, this guy was talking to me, and I turned my back to him, and my friend heard him say, "I'm gonna make this girl talk to me tomorrow. I'm gonna steal her stuff." And he did. He did. He took my phone, my credit card, and the keys to my rental car out of my purse. So when I was stranded in a random city in California the next day, no money, no phone, no way to get anywhere, I was like, you know who was hot? The guy who did this to me. So the hotel staff ended up paying for an Uber for me to get to a Sprint store so I could get a new phone while we watched my car get towed because I had no keys. And when the Uber driver picked me up, he was like, "Ew, what happened to you?" And I was like, "Nah, I just got robbed." And he was like, "Not on my watch." He was like, "We're getting your phone back, babe. This is my problem now." So he takes me to a Sprint store, walks in with me, talks to the workers, decides they're not helping us enough, takes me to a police station, walks in with me, ends up taking over, talking to the police, and he filed this police report for me.
I thought it was him.
So yeah, we became friends, and his name's Raul. We both like Starbucks, so we got some Starbucks. None of my friends or family knew that I was missing, by the way. I had no way of telling anyone because I had no phone, keys, or money or anything. So Raul wasn't charging me at all for this entire day. He was just being a detective with me for fun. So we figured out the guy's name and the Airbnb he was staying at, and the police escorted us in there, and they helped us search the entire Airbnb, but we couldn't find it. And then the police were like, "We're done. Sorry. Good luck on leaving this city." Raul was like, "Those police were idiots. We're going to figure this out on our own. But in the meantime, no reason we can't have some margs right now." Am I right? So me and my Uber driver got margaritas while looking for my lost phone, which he bought just to make me feel better because he's an angel on this earth. At this point, I'd given up. I was like, well, at least got a margarita. What else am I supposed to do, Raul? And he was like, "A lot. We're getting your phone." He takes me back to the Airbnb. We basically break in, track my phone. The man abandoned my phone on the gate of his Airbnb when he probably realized that I was going to call the cops. So yeah, that man stole my phone, my keys, my credit cards. You know what he gave me? Friendship with Raul. So it was worth it.
Wow. All right.
And you know what she didn't give Raul?
Yes.
Box.
So quick little, I can summarize that real quick for everybody, right? So what the fuck did she just say? Basically, long story short, she went to Coachella. Guy that she was talking to robbed her of her personal items, phone and wallet to be exact.
A chat to be exact.
A chat to be exact. I guess I wanted to talk to her or said, "You're going to talk to me," whatever. She might have just been making that for funniness or whatever. But regardless, next thing you know, she gets someone to get her an Uber. She gets into Uber. The guy, takes it upon himself to help her out. They files a police report, etc. Goes out of his way to help her find the phone. They go and talk to the police. He files a report on her behalf. They go to the location where the phone was last at. They do a search, don't get the phone. He's like, we're not going to give up. Takes her for a drink after. Then they go back after drinking and search the area where the phone was last reported, which I think is where they searched before with the police.
And
they find the phone.
They are friends.
Yeah.
Friendship.
And now they're friends after all of that. Very interesting. So we'll go ahead and take the ladies' take on this, and then we can have the guys go last. Sorry.
Okay.
Where are we going to start with this one?
Let's start right here. Thoughts on the story? Was it a good story or bad story?
I honestly thought it was kind of boring. I would have scrolled past it personally.
Okay. Yes. That being aside, is the guy that was helping her in the right was got a
I honestly think he was just being nice. I feel like he probably evaluated that and knew he wasn't going to get anything out of it. I think he was just probably wanted to do something that day.
So let me ask you this: if that was you, would you have maybe done more than just be his friend?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Definitely not.
What about you?
I mean, look at Raul and look at her. So she's not gonna give him the box.
The black pill.
And basically, she did.
Big Time Dictionaries in the house.
That's my girl. Keep going. Keep going.
But yeah. Anyways, she did not learn her lesson. She's probably gonna happen to her again for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Keeping it real.
All right.
Yeah, I basically agree with you. I feel like Raul got something out of it by being able to just spend time with such a beautiful young woman, which is probably what he wanted in the first place. So
You wanted the box.
Bruh. You think
So
that-
he didn't get what he
hold
wanted.
on. You think all he wanted was time?
Yeah, I think she did him a favor by spending so much time with him.
Men don't do that.
What?
No, they're trying to
Whoa.
fuck.
Yeah.
Stick it in for sure.
I
They're
love
trying
that.
to fuck
I
every
love you
time.
said that,
I don't
Queen.
know, maybe
Shout out
he
to you,
was-
Queen. You're right.
Maybe he was lonely.
What about
I
you?
usually am.
He's trying to fuck.
For
I
sure.
thought the story was like nice. He's a genuine person, even if he was looking for something. He didn't like force her or tell her like you owe me this because just because I'm nice to you, I don't owe you anything, or you don't owe me anything either.
That's a very good point.
Like I don't have to give you vagina because you helped me.
Very good point.
Can I ask a question before you guys move on?
Yeah, go ahead. If it's on
so-
topic.
It's on topic.
Yeah.
So if roles were reversed, would you guys would have done the same? Would you
Yeah, I
have
would
done the
help a
same
girl.
Okay,
thing?
okay.
Hold on,
That's a question.
hold
Let
on,
all the
yeah.
girls go, and
Yeah,
then we'll
let
ask
the girls
that
go
after.
first. Yeah, that's a very good
Okay, I
question.
see what. Good question. Yeah.
He was trying to fuck. He wouldn't have helped her either way. Like he would have if he knew he was gonna get sex. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I think it's kind of weird. I think it's kind of weird to like insert yourself in somebody else's shit. You get what I'm saying? She ain't asked you. You just took it upon yourself to do some shit. And then because you took it upon yourself to do some shit, then whatever your expectation is, it's on you. It's not really on her. But it was a nice thing to do. You get what I'm saying? It was nice, but I believe there was some intention behind it. And it probably was sexual. He thought that she was fine or whatever. But I just think it's weird. I just think it was weird.
Yeah. What about you?
Nice guys finish last, and this is why. Also, she didn't learn her lesson the first time. Like, let me trust this hot dude, right? Now, after I've been missing for a day, let me trust this random Uber driver. She only trusted him because he was ugly. So
Or maybe because she had nothing. So
Yeah,
she has no
no.
phone, no anything. She's
Yeah.
vulnerable.
If she
But
had
she
no,
couldn't file
And
her
then
own
that
police
was a
report
blessing
either.
though. There's blessings in disguise.
Mhm.
And
I
he
bet
didn't, she didn't owe him
asked.
anything, and she's on TikTok talking about it.
Yeah.
And that's a friend.
What about you?
Um, I think he was lonely, and maybe that's why. But I think it's weird that she still kept like going with it, even though she didn't know him. And I also think guys, in general, move with intent. So it depends on what his intentions really were. So
To fuck.
I got
To
que-
smash.
They were like-
Hold on. Hold on, Troy.
pretty much.
Look, I
Go
think
finish.
the question is right. If she'd have been a dude, would he have done the same
No.
thing? Would he have
No.
spent
No.
all day
No.
hanging
Absolutely
out
not.
if that had been a dude?
No.
You know, so clearly, I mean, yeah, he was. You could say he's kind of being nice, but clearly, fundamentally, he was driven by the fact that he thought she was hot. He was.
Super hot.
It wasn't probably that he expected anything to happen, but that was still present
Yeah.
underneath it. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
I mean, people have a right
and he
to say
wasted
yes.
too much time. Not wasted, but he spent a whole
he
day.
did waste
Yeah.
a lot of time.
He did.
He's not getting that time back.
I mean, it was just a very
He could have been
pathetic
making
attempt.
cash.
You know, I think it was just a very pathetic attempt. And clearly, you could see why he's an Uber driver. That's
I mean,
terrible.
if it had been John MLD, if it had been John MLD, would he have spent a whole day?
Listen, that's terrible time management. I would not invest a whole day in potentially getting some pussy. I got shit to do.
Hey man,
Facts.
that's what I'm saying. Where
Let me
your-
ask you a question. I'll answer the question with this question. Do you think she fucked the guy that ripped her off?
Yes.
Do you think that,
Yeah,
that sex happened between them?
absolutely.
Do you think that guy drove her around town and would have done
No.
all these things and would
No.
have invested that kind of time into her?
Fuck no.
Do you think do you think she would probably go back and fuck that guy again
Yes.
if she met him once again at Coachella?
Yes.
Let's be honest.
So you reckon there's a part 2 to this
Or are we
one? Like she's going to
bullshitting
come
here?
back on and it's going to be like, you know, yeah, I went back round there and I kind of fucked him. And, you know, it's like some Jeremy Meeks purse thief from Coachella.
Shit.
He said he won't do it again, so I trusted him.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
Raul,
What was
you
it
know
Chris
he's
Chris
wrong.
Rock used to say? What was it? Every time a man's being nice, all he's doing is offering dick.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Hey.
Okay, what about you?
Dude, I would. Oh my god, what a waste of time.
But-
Yeah.
So no, go ahead, Miguel.
No, I mean, if I was in this position, if I found some random ass chick in the and I would pick her up and just take her to a police station and drop her off. That's it. That's as much time. That's just the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But past that, oh no, he was trying to get pussy.
Yeah. Right.
100%. Like, he was like, oh fuck, we're drinking now.
Margaritas.
So are you in this or no?
That's what us guys do. Is we chase.
Tequila.
So
So
always expect it.
But how
Over
did
the-
she?
So-
How'd she get it?
So here's the scary part, right?
Hotel called, the hotel
So,
called her for her.
so imagine
Oh.
this: how many guys are out there doing stuff like that, expecting to get some type of reward for being nice? And as a
All
result,
of them?
I want to ask all of you here on the panel for the girls, just real quick: do you respect a nice guy? And if you do, was that being too nice, or was that not nice enough? And we'll start right here.
I think